Kyrieleis plaques represent focal segmental retinal arteritis or periarteritis and are usually associated with infectious posterior uveitis or non-infectious autoimmune vasculitis. Kyrieleis plaques were first described by Werner Kyrieleis in 1933 as ring-like exudates extending along the width of the arteries and particularly where the vessels divided. Are whitish-yellow glistening deposits seen along the outer walls of the retinal arterioles with high reflectivity. The veins were not affected. The Kyrieleis plaques are also referred to in the literature by other names, as you can see here. Of all of them, the most suggested is segmental retinal arteritis. The etiology of Kyrieleis plaques is unknown, but they always reflect severe intraocular inflammation. They have been typically associated with infectious posterior uveitis and non-infectious posterior uveitis. The pathophysiology of these plaques is not completely known. Various hypotheses have been proposed. First, the plaques represented exudates migration from an adjacent retinochoroiditis focus to the periarterial sheaths. The second hypothesis: deposits were constituted of cellular and inflammatory material within the arterial walls. The third: they were arteriosclerosis lesions. The fourth hypothesis suggests that the plaques do not represent periarterial or endoluminal injury, but the involvement of the arterial endothelium. The management of Kyrieleis arteritis depends on the underlying etiology. The control of intraocular inflammation is the primary goal. The glistening appearance of Kyrieleis plaques may be clinically difficult to differentiate from other retinal vasculitic lesions where both arteries and veins are involved. But the exclusive arterial and endothelial involvement, along with absence of leakage or obstruction of lumen, or retinal arterial non-perfusion in fluorescein angiography, will help differentiate these from other conditions. Kyrieleis arteritis is regarded as extremely rare clinical entity. In fact, there are only approximately 20 cases reported in the literature, almost 9 decades after its first description. However, some defend that this disorder is way more common than the literature suggests, as it may be considerably underreported.